Good morning, Vlogmas day 3. It is so cold. It's minus 20, which I looked up is minus 4 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna have some coffee and then I have to go to the passport office today. It'll be my last chance to go this week. Because I don't have a day off till Saturday, and it's not open. Need this. Need it. So we're going in February, during reading week, but I want to have everything booked. We're going to Mexico. I'm not really sure when the busy season is, and I want to get it done. But I did get painting done. I went back, got a blue. It was still too light. So now I think I have to sand some doors. Wasn't looking forward to painting all the doors. But it looks really good. The white looks so spacious. And we have blue curtains, so it goes really well. I'll show you what I've got done. This is still too light, but this is happening. So I think I'm just gonna take the whole door off, lay it across some horse stands or something, and then sand it because it's so smooth. It's not really holding paint texture. We need to like rough it up a bit. It's cold. It's cold. This, same for this. It's just too light, but this is the blue we've got. So we've got this wall. I ran out of tape, so I'm not gonna risk getting paint on my ceiling. It is blue. Hi, Raven. And then it's white, and then we've got blue curtains. Then white in here, more doors to paint. This TV stand's not staying. It's larger, and it gets really, really dusty. We've got a smaller one in the basement. So all the stuff that we don't use is going into storage. I wish I could say I use my N64 more. I really don't. It's mostly the PS3 and the PS4. So Xbox going into storage too. Because we use cable. We have Telus cable. We use that for Netflix. I think it looks good. I gotta get tape and dog food on my way home from the passport office, and then I'm gonna come back and do a second coat of blue. Okay. So I'm gonna hit the lunch rush if I leave now, but I'm leaving now. So I'm gonna go meet my mom for lunch because she works real close to the federal building. And we're gonna eat, whatever. I have 30 minutes to get downtown from where I live. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I called her and let her know I was coming. I don't wanna go to the federal building at lunch because there'll be a huge rush. And the whole reason I was putting this off forever is because I didn't want to stand in line. Not a fan of it at all. So I'm gonna go after the lunch rush. Hopefully it'll be better. I don't see why they wouldn't be open till 5. So my car's just warming up now because it's cold. It's so cold. And then on my way back, I'm gonna pick up painting tape so I can finish my corners and dog food because we out. And painting the doors, I don't really know. I might consult my father-in-law because he said something about sanding, but he's my guarantor anyway, and I think I have to get him to sign my new pictures. I don't think they'll just take them and then send them away. They might. I don't know. I've never had a passport before, sadly, but he's pretty easy to meet up with. He like owns his own business. He works flexible hours, semi-retired, etc., etc. Plus he'll probably tell me more about painting the doors. Plus my mother-in-law actually offered to help me paint because she did a really good job of painting their house a couple of years ago. I just don't know what to do with the doors because like if a surface is too smooth, it doesn't hold paint that well and it'll just like peel right off. So yeah, just probably not gonna get to that today. If I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not gonna do it. I'll just move on and paint my kitchen white and then blue focus wall. And just still a little over a month. I go back to school on January 9th. Did my makeup all done. Got my makeup all done for my passport photo. Because the first one I had done right after the wedding, so I looked really, really good. That's the one I had red eye in. Because I had like lash extensions from the wedding, and you know, I was like feeling good. And then that got rejected. And then for the second photo, I was crying because I don't know, I was just upset. I wanted to go on my honeymoon, and it's just needless delays and whatever. So I looked really bad. Obviously, I wasn't wearing makeup, and I don't know if that had anything to do with the glare. I don't know. But like, we all oily, we human, we sweat, it happens. So, and I'm bringing along my marriage certificate because it's always been a problem for me. Every time I've had to deal with the government with healthcare or a driver's license or my passport, they say that one piece of photo ID isn't enough. I have to have my marriage certificate because my birth certificate and my driver's license are two different names because I changed my last name. And they're like, you could be anyone. The lady I dealt with the first time at the passport office kind of insinuated that I was impersonating myself. I don't know. She was really weird about it. So now every time I go and do something official, I bring my marriage license just in case. I don't really like to because like I could lose it, but lost my birth certificate, and that actually wasn't that hard to replace. All you need to know is like your parents' full names and where you were born and like your name, and that's it. And like it was like $40. Okay, car's all warmed up. We're gonna take the highway all the way into the city. It's screw Fahrenheit, I don't know. My car says it's -12. It's probably closer to -20, which is -4. But the highway's well traveled, so I don't think it'll be icy. Just windy, just cold. When you get into the city, I don't know. People idle. In Alberta, idling's not really a thing. Like, we have bylaws against it, but we have just no problem with just like. Anyway. Roads are probably not going to be that slick. Because this car's my baby. This car's my baby. We have two vehicles. When we went and took the deer in, we took Barrett's truck. He has a 110 dually because why not, I guess. I like this little car. It's so good on gas. But I don't want anything to happen to it. That's why I'm worried about icy roads. Last winter, I had a vehicle with 4-wheel drive. And now I don't. It was old. Died. But this car is 2-wheel drive, and I only got my license 4 years ago. Driving downtown's not fun, but I'm just gonna park at M Park, hide all my valuables, and head out to see my mom. I'll check in later. So I got my passport photo. It's done. Bye. I'm an employee in the federal building. It looks terrible. She kept telling me to flatten my hair. I'm like, look how flat it is. Like, and then I had to, you know, I look sick. Like, Barrett looks evil in his picture. I look like a sick, stringy white girl. It's terrible. And I'm gonna have it for 10 years. And she's like, do you want me to take another one? I'm like, there's a huge lineup behind me. Like, no. Whatever. I'm gonna go meet up with my father-in-law. Because today, he's a man of wears many hats, but today he's wearing his retired hat. So I'm just gonna go to their house and he's gonna sign it. And then I'm gonna go to Service Canada. That's where I went the first time. It's just like in a mall. And if they won't mail the picture for me, I'll at least be able to get the mailing address to send it to from them. And there's a post office in that same mall.
so I just want to get everything taken care of today. I got pork loin thawing at home. That's the great thing about pets, is like you can run errands and you can kind of have a life, but eventually you have to go home and let them out and feed them and take care of them and stuff. So Garrett and I are pretty big homebodies. My car is just warming up. I gotta give it some time. Minus 15, but so much colder with the windshield. I wish I looked this good in my passport photo. I don't want to show you. It's gross. It's really bad. Yeah. So I got dinner planned, and then I almost forgot. I was sitting down eating burrito bowls with my mom, and I remembered that today is, well, it's Vlogmas day 3, but I'm a piece of shit. But it's December 7th. But today is the day that the CPR holiday train is running through our town, and we're gonna go see it I checked the website. It says it's running through the track over by, like, well, the place where I live. 8:15 it's gonna be there, and it's like a big train that's all lit up, and I don't know, Barrett wants to go inside it. I'm not gonna make him any promises, because, you know, he just gets really excited when it comes to trains, and I don't think you can. But there's a food bank event, and then there's gonna be a performance, so we're gonna go to that tonight. I'm really excited, and I'm gonna make time to paint as well. Well, last night was just painting, but we watched the new Ghostbusters movie, and I told my mom all about it, because she's like, oh, I really want to hear, like, I want to know what it's about, but I don't know if I want to watch it. And I'm like, it was really great. I don't know what to say. But I still have like freaking 2 hours left of parking. I paid in advance, but I'm just gonna go. So a little update. I got an email from my photographers, and after I met up with my father-in-law. He signed as my guarantor. I picked up our album. That's the cover. And this is the back cover that we picked. That's us we got married at the reception was at a golf course catering hall. And this is at a hotel, because it was raining so much we couldn't shoot outside. Yeah. Had 5 bridesmaids, 5 groomsmen. So I'm gonna take that home. And I got my picture signed, and he also gave me a bunch of pepperoni and a roast. This is all mousse, and then the pepperoni's got pork in it. Yeah, some stuff for painting, so I'm gonna paint tonight. Just make sure that I get the corners right, so I don't get paint on like the roof. Yeah, just so I can get stuff to like get the corners and roof right. I got some paint on the roof, but we decided that we're gonna paint the roof too, because it's not really white anymore. And I'm gonna head to Service Canada and mail out my picture, because I have my file open, so I don't see that taking too long. So I'm back home now. I'm going to paint, and I text my mom and my mother-in-law, because honestly, like, I was face to face with my father-in-law as my guarantor signing my passport photo, invited them over for dinner on Saturday, and he's just like, ask my wife, like, I don't know. So we got the wedding album, and I have that cool crystal USB. I'm going to have them all bring something over so we can throw the larger files on, I don't know, doesn't matter what they bring, but they can have them for printing, canvas, and I'm gonna get their opinion on what they think we should get printed. Because I'm not hurting for wall space, but I can't do everything, so yeah, I'm gonna paint for a bit. We're not the only ones going to the holiday train. Well, Barrett's got a friend from work who was at our wedding. He's taking his kids to see the train, and we're just going because we fucking like trains. There's a food bank thing going on. We'll bring a donation, but I don't know if we're going to stick around for the live show. We're probably going to come back here. He said he invited them. We'll see. I'm not super anxious to have people over, but we have a nice house. Like, it's just a matter of shoving the painting stuff into the basement, working my new salad bowl, and, you know, maybe I'll fold Raven's kennel up. It's kind of huge, but she's big. She's gonna get bigger. And just got a moose roast. I'll probably make that. So yeah, I'm gonna paint, I guess. What else do I do? Maybe I'll do laundry. I don't do anything fun ever. I've got my pork loin. It's thawed here. I'm gonna throw it in my slow cooker and make, I think I'll make mashed potatoes and salad tonight. Because the holiday train's coming through at 8:15. So I have like just under 4 hours to get dinner and like do a little painting. I think it'll be okay. So I'll check back when Barrett's home and we're headed out for the first holiday fun we've had all month, because I don't really feel like it's a good idea to paint and have a Christmas tree up. So that's gonna happen a little closer to the actual date. Yes, Raymond. Yes. So Barrett, are we gonna go see a big train?
I hope so. I hope there's not like a fucking billion people there.
Yeah, I hope it's not too crowded.
Like that seems to be like every fun event. It's just like, you know what this event really needs? Less people.
He's supposed to bring his kids?
I don't know.
And we're just going because we're adults who like trains?
Yeah, it's a holiday train. It's fun for everyone.
Holiday train! Hey babe, say hi.
Bro.
Stay close, Austin. Come on, Jerry. Barrett, how much of a bust was the holiday train?
100% bust. It never showed up. It was late.
And it was cold.
It was cold. It was like minus 30 at the wind chill.
Was there like a kid who was like, let's get out of here? And you were like, this kid gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid knew what's up in life. Like, let's just go home and chill. I'm like, I feel it.
It was supposed to be like 45 minutes late, and I'm like, that's 45 minutes longer than I want to wait. So we're home now. That's my pork loin. Yeah! It's done. I'm going to turn it down. Got my new salad bowl. Working. It's not that full, but it's only salad for like 2 people, so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got Yorkshire pudding happening. But we're not supposed to open the oven, so it's happening. But I'm sure it smells great. Yep, just dinner and a movie's happening. I still like trains, whatever.